Welcome to Olympian Water Testing, giving you the best in water analysis. Today we're looking at water filter guru Barium in Water, what you need to know in 2023. So, barium is a naturally occurring metal that has potential health effects in drinking water, and this explains everything you need to know about barium. So, we're going to take a look and see what it is. So, barium is a type of earth metal that's found naturally in mineral deposits. There are two common types of barium compounds, barium sulfate and barium carbonate. It's estimated that barium compounds make about 0.05% of the Earth's crust. Barium is a highly reactive metal, meaning it never occurs alone in nature. It's usually found combined with other elements and is recognized as an element on the periodic table with the symbol Ba. Pure barium, a silvery white metal, can only be obtained by separating barium from compounds that occur naturally. And pure barium is often found to make compounds in machinery, such as spark plugs and bearings. When combined with other elements, barium has even greater range of uses in glass making, printer paper, creating rubber, x-rays, poisons, fireworks, and despite its usefulness across a range of sectors, barium can be a nuisance and dangerous in water. We can also see the information for barium here, Ba2+, surface runoff and groundwater seepage, manufacturing motor vehicle parts, smelting copper, drilling waste and mineral deposits, and we also have the maximum containment levels for the US EPA, which is 2 milligrams per liter. The WHO guideline is 0.0 milligrams per liter. Health Canada is 1 milligrams per liter, and EGW is 0.7 milligrams per liter. Also, the potential health risks are change in heart rhythm, breathing difficulties, increased blood pressure, possible liver, kidney, spleen, and heart damage. And some treatments are reverse osmosis, distillation, caution, or ion exchange. So what are the potential health effects of barium? Well, its solubility affects the health risk posed by the compound. Highly water-soluble barium compounds have more serious health risks than barium compounds with a low water solubility. The more acidic the water, the lower its pH, the more soluble the barium. Barium compounds with poor water solubility, which are considered low risk in water, are barium carbonate and sulfate. And the highly soluble barium compounds that pose the greatest health risks are barium chloride, nitrate, acetate, and cyanide oxide, and barium hydroxide. And according to the Water Quality Association, barium exposure is known to have the following health effects: increased blood pressure, muscle weakness, breathing, irregular or altered heart rhythm, brain swelling, stomach irritation, liver, kidney, spleen, and heart damage. And different barium compounds have their own specific health effects. Lower levels of certain barium compounds may have no health effects on public health whatsoever. And the type of barium, how well these compounds dissolve in water, and the subsequent barium concentrations found in water determine the health effects you'll experience. So how does barium actually get into drinking water? Well, barium commonly gets into drinking water from surface runoff as groundwater seepage. According to the EPA, barium is found in low levels in most groundwater and surface water sources, typically less than 0.3 milligrams per liter. And now that we know how barium occurs naturally and is an alkaline metal, when surface water flows or seeps past rocks containing barium, some barium is dissolved in water, and the barium water compound depends on the type found in the rocks. Barium chloride is more water-soluble and more dangerous than barium carbonate, and it also can pollute the air, water, land, environmental from coal waste, high-octane fuels, landfill lactate, and some de-icing products as well. So, do water treatment facilities monitor the levels of barium in drinking water? The simple answer is yes. Water treatment facilities monitor barium levels and use various treatment technologies to reduce or remove barium compounds. Public water facilities are legally obliged to test for treat contaminants according to guidelines provided by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, and the EPA has classified barium as one of the primary contaminants due to its association with potential health concerns. The World Health Organization has a slightly lower health guideline of 0.7 milligrams a liter, ppm for barium water, and Health Canada also has its maximum acceptable concentration as well. And, according to the EPA's guidelines, public water facilities in the U.S. must treat their water to reduce barium and other contaminants and provide proof of treatment whenever the EPA requests the data. In theory, this should mean your water contains safe levels of barium, but doesn't mean your water is entirely barium-free. So how can you tell if barium is in my drinking water? It's tasteless, it's odorless, and the indicators of potential barium are high water hardness, exhibiting symptoms, and living in a region. But none of the indicators tell you for sure it's definite, so your water is polluted with barium. The only way to know for sure or not is to get a water sample tested. And an at-home water kit doesn't detect barium. A professional laboratory test will give you the most accurate and detailed test results. Now, what do you do if you want to protect your family from barium? You can use distillation, reverse osmosis, caution, or ion exchange. And how else can you be exposed? Through skin contact, breathing particles, and by eating food containing barium. So that is everything you need to know about barium. It's always a good idea to periodically test your water to make sure there's not high levels of barium in it.